So what would I do in order to go from $0 to $10,000 per month with my agency in the quickest, most effective way possible and ensure that I sustain those numbers? I don't just hit 10,000 per month in 1 month and then it drops the next month, right? How would I go from 0 to 10 in the quickest time frame possible and sustain the numbers? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be going through in this video. I'm going to take all of my lessons, all of my failures, all of my wins, everything that I've accumulated over the years, and essentially give you the roadmap that I personally would follow if I was to start again from scratch and wanted to scale to 10,000 per month. And I put a bit of an emphasis on the idea of sustaining because at the end of the video, I'm going to go through an idea of onboarding clients and offboarding clients. And that's something that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about offboarding clients. And we're going to look at the relationship between onboarding clients and offboarding clients and how that impacts your growth. Because there's a certain formula, if you don't abide by, you'll never scale. It's mathematically impossible for you to scale past a certain number. And depending what those numbers are, what your onboarding and offboarding client numbers are, will determine whether you can even hit 10,000 a month. You may not physically, mathematically be able to hit 10,000 a month with your agency if you don't follow the formula that we'll discuss at the end. So, however, for now, let's start at the beginning. We need to sign clients. That's the first thing that you ought to do with your agency. You need to sign clients. And how do we go about that? How do we start out from scratch, have no results, have no nothing? How do we know what to offer to clients? How do we know how to physically sign clients, how to sell clients, how to reach out to clients and get book calls, all that good stuff? What would we do if we were starting from zero? Well, first things first, and this is what most people forget to do. They just see somebody else doing something in the agency space, somebody else doing email marketing, somebody else doing Google ads for furniture brands, or somebody else doing email marketing for e-com brands, and they just think, oh, I'll copy that. That's not the way to do it. That person who's doing email marketing for e-com brands or Google ads for furniture brands or whatever it is, that person has dug deep into their ideal customer, ideal market, right? And they've really understood and they've grasped exactly what their ideal customers' pain points truly are. And from there, they've gone ahead and built assets around those pain points that's enabled them to attract clients. But if you just see that they run Google ads for a furniture brand, but you don't do the necessary due diligence on that ideal customer, you're not going to sign clients. And so what then can start to occur is you start to niche hop, right? So you'll go Google ads for furniture clients, oh, that's not working. Then you'll go to email marketing for e-com brands, oh, that's not working. Then you go to Facebook ads for a gym, oh, that's not working. Then you never go deep. That's the issue that I see most beginning agency owners face. They don't stick to one niche and triple down in that niche. So the first thing that you ought to do when you're starting your agency, and again, this is exactly what I would do if I was starting from zero. I would identify a niche that has a problem, right? Because that's what people buy. People don't buy email marketing, guys. People don't buy Google ads. People don't buy Facebook ads. They buy a solution to one of their problems. Right? That's why they spend $5,000 a month with you. That's why they give you $2,500 a month in a retainer. That's why they give you whatever the retainer is that's why they're happy to pay for your retainer. It's not because you run Facebook ads in this way instead of that way, or you run YouTube ads instead of Google display ads, or you do email marketing over Instagram growth. That's not what they pay you for. They pay you because they believe truly, if you've done your sales correctly, they believe that you are the solution to their problem. So the first step, by reverse engineering that process, the first step that you want to take when you're building your agency is to identify a type of person, which is just a niche, who has a problem. Right? And obviously identify what that problem is. And ideally, you want to make sure that that problem is a threat level 1 issue to that brand. Okay? If they have a problem, but it's more of a back burner issue, right? They have a problem and it's like, yeah, I can get to that next week. And you then are able to solve that problem. There's not as much intent for the prospect to move forward today. Like, they have to get it done today, right? If you jump on a sales call, they may just feel as though, we can revisit this in 2 weeks or whatever, right? That's not ideal. You want to solve problems that are a genuine threat level 1 issue to the prospect, where they 100% have to get it done today. If they can see that you can help them with that problem, they're moving forward today because they need it done. They needed it done yesterday. They're the type of problems that you want to solve, because not only can you demand the highest price for those problems, because they value the solution to that problem far more than they value the solution to a back burner issue that they're currently facing. So obviously that then naturally means that they're going to pay you, or they're going to be willing to pay you a lot more to solve that issue. right? Because what you're able to charge is a simple equation of the value that you bring to the table. And if they value the solution to this problem rather than this problem, you're going to be able to charge more for the solution to this problem. Okay, hope that makes sense. That's the first step. Second step, you then need to pick a service delivery vehicle that makes most sense to solve that problem. So for example, if you have a lead gen agency and one of the issues that you see in amongst your ideal client is that the quality of leads is an issue. Not so much the volume, but the quality of leads is an issue. Well, what you would then do is you wouldn't just run Facebook ads, because in that instance, you would want to generate the leads, but that's more of a back burner issue for the prospect, right? If their genuine issue is the quality of leads, the back burner issue in that instance is going to be volume of leads. They're like, yeah, I mean, we can get another 10 leads per day, but I mean, at the end of the day, like that's not our issue right now because we're already getting 10 leads a day, right? We could double our lead flow for sure, but that's not the issue. The issue for us right now is none of the leads that we're getting are qualified. Perfect. Now you've identified a threat level 1 issue. So you would want to provide a vehicle in which you're able to generate them leads, but then maybe in that instance, you would look at potentially having some external system that qualifies the leads for the prospect. And so that they genuinely, at the end of the day, like their net income is only qualified leads, not out of every 10 leads that they get, they only receive the 7 leads that are genuinely qualified or the 3 leads that are genuinely qualified, right? And that's by virtue of a system that you've currently got. And so obviously at that point, that will then genuinely solve their threat level 1 issue. Okay, so as a quick recap, identify a market and identify their biggest issue. And then from there, you want to identify a service delivery vehicle that is going to enable you to deliver a genuine high-level solution to that issue that they're facing. Okay, so perfect. Now we have something that we can go to market with. So the next step in this kind of sequence, and what I would do next, again, if I was to start from zero, is to package that offering up into an irresistible offer. The reason this is such a vital step is because people don't buy what they need, they buy what they want. And so if you package your offer up in a way that will run your Facebook ads for you, right? And that is pretty much to the extent that your offer from the front end goes. But actually, your service delivery in the back end is going to run the ads and it's going to qualify the leads for them. And you're going to, maybe you even pre-qualify them. So you actually hop on a call with the leads before you send them over so that they're already bought in. And then basically at that point, the client can just simply jump on a call and just sell them. And it's a very, very easy process for the client. That's your actual service delivery vehicle. That's what you're genuinely offering. But on the front end, your the offer in which you're advertising is just, we'll run Facebook ads. That's, they're not going to buy that, right? So what you need to do is you need to repackage your offer up in a way that is irresistible. And so using that example, what you could say is, instead of even talking about leads, right, you could in that instance guarantee sales for the client. Because at the end of the day, that's what they truly want. They don't want, yes, qualified leads is an issue for them, but that's, they only want qualified leads as a means to get to the true end goal, which is sales. And so, for example, if you're working in the real estate industry or real estate niche, a really solid offer would be something along the lines of, we guarantee 1 new close per month, right? You're not even talking about the qualified leads at this point. It's just the genuine end outcome. And the way in which you're going to ensure you're going to be able to deliver that is by virtue of your system of the qualified, the pre-vetted, pre-qualified leads. So you need to create an offer that is irresistible. I guarantee you, if you go out to real estate agents and you say, hey, we guarantee to get you 2 new closes a month or 2 new rental properties a month or whatever it is, right? That'll far outperform an offer which states we'll guarantee 10 leads per month. Because again, for most agents, and I don't know if this is actually 100% accurate, but for example, using what we've been previously talking about, for most agents, their issue isn't leads, their issue is qualified leads. But the true source of their issues, it's not even qualified leads, it's sales. And so that's how you would want to repackage your offer for best results. So that's like the next step in the process. And so once you've got that irresistible offer that's based around an ideal customer's true pain points, now all you need to do is just put it in front of them, right? That's it. Just find where that ideal customer congregates. Are they on Instagram? Are they on YouTube? Are they on Facebook? Are they on emails? Right? Is obviously everybody's on email, but certain industries email outreach doesn't make as much sense than other industries. Is the best way to reach them through LinkedIn ads? Is it Facebook ads? Is it YouTube ads? Is it TikTok ads? For most of B2B stuff, it wouldn't be TikTok, but you get the idea. Find where they congregate and put that offer in front of them. It's as simple as that, right? And then from there, you can go through your iterative process of your client acquisition process, of your client acquisition system. And again, in your outbound prospecting, in your advertising to sign clients, always be making sure that you're focusing on what the prospect wants, not what they need. Sell what they want, don't sell what they need, right? Deliver what they need in the back end once you've got them as a client, deliver what they need, right? Because that's genuinely what they need to get to wherever they want to go, to get the solution to their problem. But don't sell that, because they're not going to resonate with it. Right? Because they don't think that they need what they need. They think that they need what they want. So sell what they want because they'll resonate with it more, okay? And so the final stage, and this is where the idea of onboarding and offboarding clients comes into play, because the final stage of going from 0 to 10,000 a month is delivering. Nobody talks about this. When they talk about going from 0 to 10,000, 0 to 50,000, 0 to this, 0 to that, they just talk about acquisition. But the only way in which you'll be able to sign more clients, the only way in which you'll be able to charge more for your services, the only way you'll be able to increase the volume of which you acquire clients is by virtue of having a solid service delivery process in place. Being genuine, like actually being able to deliver on solving the problem. You can sell the idea of you solving a problem, but if you can't actually solve the problem, you're going to be fighting a losing battle. And so, as I say, this is where the idea of onboarding and offboarding clients comes into play. Because if you're onboarding 3 new clients, but you're offboarding 2 clients a month, and you're onboarding 3 clients a month, at some point, you're going to be down to 1 client, right? Because, maybe you start with 5 clients. Next month, you sign on 3 new clients, but you lose 2 clients, right? So now you're at 6 clients. But then next month, right? So at some point, it's going to go down, and you're going to have, you're going to be left with 1 client at some point. And that is simply because your acquisition is fine, right? You can scale an agency to ridiculous heights if you were able to sign 3 new clients a month. The issue is that you're offboarding 2 clients a month, or 3 clients a month, or whatever the number is. And so this then becomes the focus. Because if you're able to decrease the number of clients in which you offboard, you're able to scale your agency by continuing the same number of clients in which you onboard. That is genuinely the true key to scaling an agency. Yes, your growth may not be as quick, right? If you only onboard 1 new client a month, 2 new clients a month, yeah, your growth may not be as quick as the next person who's onboarding 5 new clients a month. But if you're only offboarding 1 client every quarter, for example, right? So 0.33 clients essentially per month that you're offboarding. Yet your competitor who's signing 5 clients, bear in mind you're only signing 2 clients or 1 client, but your competitor is signing 5 clients a month, but they're offboarding 4 clients a month, you're going to scale a lot quicker. Right? Because of the idea of compounding, and this is genuinely the most important, and any type of service-based business is the most important business to be focusing on, onboarding and offboarding. Because if you can just stack clients on top of each other over a 12-month period consistently without, maybe only 4 or 5 clients dropping off over that 12-month period, yet you sign 20, you sign 2 clients a month, 24 clients a year, and you only have 4 clients drop off. Well, now at the end of the year, you've got 20 clients. That's a huge agency, right? Especially for a boutique one. But you've only signed 2 clients a month. That's it. But at the end of the year, you're left with 20 clients. And the only way you're going to be able to be genuinely left at the end of the year, your net client acquisition is 20 clients at the end of the year. The only way in which you're going to be able to retain them is by ensuring you actually solve their problem. Because look, if a client comes to you and they're at 2 ROAS right now with their ads, and they're spending $500 a day, or they're currently doing email marketing and they're currently generating $5,000 a month with their emails, and you come in and you take that 2 ROAS at $500 a day to a 3 ROAS at $1,000 a day, you're making them, so much money, right? By virtue of, as a direct correlation of your service. If you take an email marketing client from $5,000 a month generated through their emails to $35,000 per month with their emails, you charge $5,000 a month for your service fee, and so their net at the end of the month, at least from a gross profit standpoint, is $30,000. So by virtue of working with you, they are making an additional $30,000 after they've paid you your $5,000 retainer. They're going to continue to pay you your $5,000 retainer each and every month, because if they stop paying you your $5,000 a month retainer, yeah, they're going to keep the $5,000. But technically, they're going to be down 30,000 for the next month. Maybe the direct month after they won't, because your work may, flow through to the next month, but eventually it's going to decrease by virtue of you not being there. And now they're going to say 5,000 on your retainer, but they're actually going to be down $30,000. So they'll continue to pay you because you're actually delivering results. And it's the topic, it's the conversation that nobody talks about. And that's why I've got so many YouTube videos on the idea of service delivery. I mean, you can literally just go back on my channel. I've got so many. I've got hour-long videos, 2-hour-long videos, just going through service delivery, more specifically for Facebook ads, because that's what we personally triple down on. It's what I know best, but it's important. That is the third, fourth, fifth, however many points I discuss in this video. It's the last point that I would focus on the most, which is service delivery, because that is truly how you're going to be able to get to 10,000 a month with your agency in the shortest time frame. Because if you sign 2 clients at $5,000 per month, you'll have a $10,000 month. But if you lose both those clients next month, you're going to be back at zero. If you sign 5 clients at $2,000 per month, well done, you got $10,000 per month agency. You've hit 10K per month. Amazing. But then if 2 of those clients leave and you've only then got 3 clients paying $2,000 a month, well, now you're back to $6,000. So you're not at $10,000 a month anymore. That conversation had nothing to do with client acquisition. It's all based on your service. Now, you do have the potential issue of clients leaving, not because of your results, just of other reasons. That does happen. That then goes back to the idea of acquisition and why that is so important in terms of having a filled pipeline, because we have it as well, right? Clients do drop off, not because your service isn't top tier, because of other reasons, whatever it may be. And that is expected. And you do need to go into this process expecting that, because it will happen, right? But that, as I say, that's where the idea of a consistently filled pipeline comes into play. But if clients are leaving, your churn rate is super high because of your service and what you're actually delivering. That's where the issue that's where the offboarding client idea really becomes an issue for you, because you're not going to be able to scale. You're going to hit a hypothetical max, as it's called. Okay, so that is how I would go from 0 to 10,000 a month. And people make the process seem very, very difficult. And I'm not by any means saying it's simple. What you need to do and where your focus needs to be is simple. The process of going from 0 to 10,000 per month is hard, but what you need to focus on and what you need to be consistent on is simple. Those few ideas that I've mentioned in this video, that's all you need to focus on. The hard part about it is being consistent. The hard part about it is sticking to it and just tripling down on that one thing for an extended period of time. That's the hard thing. That's what's difficult about going to, from 0 to 10,000 a month. But to be honest, that's where the results come from. The results don't come from you sending 10 emails. The results come from you sending 1,000 emails and iterating on each and every piece of feedback that you receive. The results come from you spending hours and hours and hours focusing on your clients, right? That's where the results come from. But spending hours focusing on clients, sending thousands of emails and getting nothing in return, that's difficult. That's the hard part. But if you're able to just grit through and you're able to just be consistent over a long period of time, it's bound to happen. That's the thing. It's bound to happen as long as you're actioning on the right things off the bat, right? You're not just doing something ridiculous that's never going to work. If you're consistent on something that's never going to work, yeah, you're not going to get any results. But as long as you're consistent on the right activities, you're focusing on the right things, you're putting your time and energy into the right places within the agency, and you're obviously making sure that you're taking feedback that you're receiving from whoever it may be, your clients, whoever it is that you're learning from, over time, eventually you will hit 10,000 a month. It's just a matter of time. So I hope this video gave you some more insight into where my focus would be if I was to start from 0. And it's 100% where I believe your focus should be if you're starting from 0 as well. With that being said, as always, if you liked the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.